Wine Chats with Bildo Lindalin is proudly sponsored by Sense of Taste.
Boutique bottle shops located in Cooperoo and Hamilton.
Why do you think that why do you think that they may not just be flirting with you a little bit?
Yeah, that's a very good point, Orest, and you're very correct. And I think we need to end the call because you just made a very good point. You know what?
Welcome to Wine Chats with Bildo and Lindalin. My name is Billy Milovanovic, aka Bildo.
Oh, God. My name's Lindsay Kirkwood, also known as Lindalin.
Hey, girl.
Hi.
Welcome to part 2 of our very interesting chat with Orest from Orest Talks to Us. Orest Talks to Me. Orest talks to someone. Orest talks. He's a talker.
It's correctly said, Billy. Old Guy Talks to Me. But
There
you were
you go.
close.
I was close.
You were close.
Yeah.
Good.
E equals MC squared, right? Am I right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, well.
Part 2.
Part 2.
And we are still enjoying this amazing,
So good.
seriously amazing Pinot Grigio from Tar and Roses. It's a 2019 bottle from Victoria, so Australian wine.
Yep.
It seriously knocked our socks off. It so good. And I was doing for part 1 like a little fun fact, not a fun fact, a fun saying.
Little joke. Yeah.
About Pinot Grigio, because look, we were in a mood, and that mood has carried on to part 2. So we're like, let's find another little saying.
Except
Except it's not that easy, is it, Billy?
No.
We keep coming across this retarded saying.
No, you can't say that.
No, I can, and
It's
I will.
Okay.
You're going to leave it in, and I'm going to listen. And if you take it out,
What's
I'm
gonna
going to
happen?
I'm going to be cranky, Linny.
Oh, cranky.
Yes.
Oh, we don't want that, do we?
No. Okay, so the saying is, I'm not sure what I've done to you, but I'll take a Pinot Grigio. I just don't get it, people.
Does
Like, what
anybody else? I don't get it either. And you keep saying it. And I keep thinking, is it a play on words? I don't know what I've done to you, but I'll what? I'll take that Pinot.
I'll take a Pinot Grigio. And I keep coming across it in 5 million different pages, in different, like, on T-shirts, mugs, glasses, whatever.
I don't know what I've done to you, but I'll take a Pinot Grigio.
Yeah.
But I'll take a Pinot.
It's over our heads.
Oh, it's totally over our heads. So if you know what that means, if you heard that and just burst out laughing, could you please enlighten us as to why that is funny? Why is that?
It actually is making me more annoyed than I already was.
Right? That's like, why are you trying to joke with us without, like, the joke may be too intelligent for us. So please, if you know, hook us sisters up.
Yeah.
So without further ado, let's just roll into part 2 of our awesome and hilarious talk.
And thanks to Scotty at Sense of Taste at Cooper Square for putting us onto this amazing bottle of wine.
Thanks, Scotty. All right, let us roll into part 2 of our hilarious talk with Orest, the old guy.
So, Lindalin, where are you getting our next bottle of wine?
Sense of Taste, of course, Bildo. They have a beautiful selection of wines, over 100 spirits open for tasting, a great selection of craft beer, and they even have a variety of cheese and cured meats.
Dude, you had me at meats. And wine.
So make sure you go and check out one of their boutique bottle shop locations at Cooperoo and Hamilton.
Ching!
Well, I was going to say, what I really like about your tips as well is that I kind of feel like when women are complaining about these things and when we can't get in the mood and when we can't, when we're trying to express, like, we don't just need, a bit of porn or a bit of this or a bit of that to have sex, like, we need more of an emotional connection. I think that it's really important to normalize that conversation with men and with couples as well, so that it's not just that your wife's just not putting out enough, that it's that maybe that there's something that you can do about the situation as well. To kind of get to that point. Like, it takes work from both sides of the couple, I think, to be able to be in a place where you're emotionally connected to do that. And emotional connection for women is different than it is for men. So I think it's really kind of important that men have information about that.
Thank you. So I will tell you that yes, we've done the man bashing.
Yeah.
I don't think that's man bashing necessarily.
Well, okay, so we've done the stuff that
yeah.
the man can do.
Yeah.
Okay, what can the woman do? That's
Totally.
Yeah.
100%.
You know what? Last I checked, I'm a guy.
But to be established that,
Yeah. We established that. So I'm going to ask you. I'm going to put you up on the spot.
Yeah.
What in a relationship, if a guy's doing that, what can a woman do to basically acknowledge what the guy is doing? And part of that is the acknowledgement will be important to keep it going.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good question. I feel like I'm put on the spot a little. Yeah. I feel like I'm not an expert in this, but certainly,
you're not an expert. You have a significant other.
But I'm a wife, and I'm in a absolutely. Look,
so don't be. You don't get to. I'm not going to let you off on that.
Yeah, exactly.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
No, go on, Linny, you go.
For me, this isn't really answering your question in a direct way, but for me, what I don't like is when my husband is constantly touching me. And that sounds really bad. Let me explain. So like if we go for a nice hug, like if we're hugging, just give me a nice hug. Like don't make it something so sexual. Like don't give me a tit grab. Don't like make it more than just a nice hug. I hate the expectation of it having to lead to something.
Let me ask you, why do you think that, let's say, if they just kind of grab your ass,
Yeah.
why are you assuming that they think they're going to have sex right away? Why do you think why do you think that they may not just be flirting with you a little bit?
Yeah.
That's a very good point, Orest, and you're very correct. And I think we need to end the call because you've just made a very good point. You know what? You're bang on. You're probably exactly bang on.
Yeah. Because I think, I've been putting myself, what I've been doing lately because we're obviously still very young, a lot younger than Lindsay and her husband. We're very young. And I think that it shouldn't be at that stage where we're, getting frustrated sexually. Obviously we have young kids and that's, eats into a lot of our energy, but
no way, huh?
Yeah, right. But that doesn't also mean that my husband shouldn't feel wanted and that, and that I shouldn't feel appreciative of the fact that he wants me. So I think it's like, to me, it's more about then putting myself in his shoes and thinking to myself, like, if I was my husband and I was trying to grab my butt, or if I was just trying to be nice and show, his wife how much he finds her sexy and all that, and then she goes, oh, don't touch me.
Yeah.
I kind of play that scenario out in my mind with me being my husband and him being me. And I feel so shut down by myself that I then have a different response to him now, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So,
think of the relationships where the woman would love someone to grab her butt.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Or not like a complete random stranger, but it's just kind of like, maybe even just like a little smile or saying, just kind of like, well, no dessert now.
Yeah.
But maybe later.
yeah.
You know what? You totally put in perspective, Orest. You're right. Like I shouldn't, when Cameron is flirting with me, I shouldn't look at it like, oh, fuck off. Like I'm not having sex with you right now. I'm busy cleaning up dinner and whatever. I should look at it like, oh, cute. He's flirting. Like, take it as a cute little gesture and a loving gesture to maybe utilize down the track or something. You know what I mean? Like,
give him a dick grab. He'll be happy with that.
Well,
that's flirting, right?
But even just like what Orest said, like even just be like, oh, say something cute back or something. Like it doesn't have to be such a big deal, right? And I think us girls, we overanalyze things way too much.
Oh God, yeah. Oh God, I listen to women talk and I'm going like, huh?
Yeah.
Gee,
why are you there?
We're not that deep. I have this thing about people that are from the East Coast in the States. I mean, they're like totally like overthinking. They're like so complex, like going like, don't you get lost in all those ideas?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
We've just fed Orest his thought. Like we need to
come back from this something.
Yeah. somehow. But
No.
you actually put us in our
Yeah.
face, Orest. Yeah.
Just like the
That
other
was
men.
not, no, I did not do that.
No, but in a very good way.
No, I did not do. I just gave you the opportunity to look at things from a different perspective. I didn't.
Yeah.
I am not putting you in your place. I am not doing that. That's not who I am. I think a lot of times it's just a matter of perspective and saying like, if they grab your ass while you're cleaning the kitchen, I don't think they're expecting to have sex like right away there on the kitchen counter with the kids that are being fed and and everything else. That is not a scenario.
In my head, it is, Orest. That is what I'm thinking he wants.
Well, okay. So I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you a whole different. I'm going to give it another connotation. Wants and expectations are two different things. Okay. So again, it's just kind of like enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people would really love to have that attention. They crave it.
On tap, to have it every day for your husband to want you.
Yeah.
I think it's a problem when your husband, and then we get really sad when our husbands stop wanting us and stop touching us. And then, we do it to ourselves. We do. We really play
and it doesn't happen overnight.
Scenario. Yeah, that's right. And this is why, I've wanted to do a cheating episode for a long time, but we have no stories of cheating. But I think that a lot of the times men get frustrated because they can't touch their wives, they can't have sex with their wives, their wives are too busy, they're too tired, they have headaches, all the sort of stuff that we make up in our heads to avoid sex. When men, sex is different for you guys than it is for us. It really is. I think
it is,
so to you, that's how you form an emotional connection, whereas we're quite happy to form an emotional connection with a girlfriend, with Netflix and chilling, with lots of different ways. So I think it's it's really important to not that you've bashed us in a sense, but I think it's really important to have these conversations and to make women more aware that men aren't just groping you because they're trying to annoy you. Men are groping you because they love you. Yeah. We're loved, and that's a man's way of showing love, and it's a man's way of showing affection and emotion in that. And of course, there's lots of things we can do differently, both men and women in relationships, but I think, we need to be more open to sexuality like men are, I guess.
Well, and even sometimes, use the word groping. Is it groping? Is it caressing you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Difference, right? Yeah.
How are you interpreting that?
We're interpreting it as a grope. Yeah. And that's exactly the point is that, we see it as a negative thing, like, you're fucking groping me, whereas he sees it as, I'm flirting with my wife.
Yeah, I just want to grab her bum or give her a little boob a squeeze or something, you know what I mean? But in our head, I 100% say that we are, I don't want to say at fault, but we are our own enemies.
We're not open to sex like we should be. And we're young. Some of us are younger than others.
It's not sex. It's to a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to say again, it's to a relationship, and that type of stuff is really about being open, having fun, being flirtatious.
Yeah.
Yes.
All of that, which adds a lot of spice to the relationship.
Yeah, for sure.
Which again, if you're going to be married for 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's actually a good natural segue into so obviously you and your kids are grown up, and are they both out of the house now? So are you guys empty nesters?
Yes, they were. With the COVID thing, they moved in with us for about a little bit over 60 days, and then they moved out. We had a wonderful time.
Oh, that's so nice.
We have two daughters, 23 and 21. Soon we just celebrated our 21th birthday, so we went out drinking and that kind of stuff with our daughter. Yeah, so we're empty nesters, and that is also a big change because you guys have really young kids, but you find out that when you're driving kids to practice, going to this, doing to that, it's a lot of fun. We enjoyed it. When it came to an abrupt end, it was kind of like, okay, now what do we do?
Right.
Yeah.
And how do we recreate a life for ourselves?
Exactly. Yes.
And fortunately for us, we're both busy in our careers and our businesses. Yeah. So it's not like we're just sitting around looking at each other all day.
Right.
But at the same time, it's also recreating what we do, and also at the same time doing things that we may not have done in the past. And so some of that has to do with like, okay, we're trying to figure out, we're still, it's a work in progress. There's things that we're trying to figure out what we want to do.
You would be reestablishing yourself as a couple, wouldn't you? Because you've
Exactly, yeah.
breathing your family life. You know, I'm everywhere with my kids. I feel like a taxi driver, and they're only 7, 5, and 3. So I can only imagine the older they get, 12, whatever, they've got 5 million different activities.
Exactly.
So you'd be living and breathing that sort of family life.
And I'll tell you, when it ends, you're going to miss it.
Yeah.
Because it's actually a lot of socialization with other parents. You talk about the kids. You live, if they do sports, you live and die by how they do in their sports teams and all that stuff. And so it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of laughter, there's a lot of tears, just a whole range of emotions when you do that.
Yeah. Because even yesterday I took Ada, my 5-year-old, well, she's about to be 5, to gymnastics, and there was 3 of us girls, 2 of my girlfriends, I didn't even know that their kids went there because the new term just started. So there was 4 of us, moms sitting there paying attention to our kids doing gymnastics. But we're, chatting away. And it's a social aspect of your life, right? It's almost like they dominate or dictate, if you will, your social life. So Cameron and I always talk about God, what, are we still going to like each other when we aren't out and about with the kids and doing stuff for the kids and stuff? Because it would be a whole different dynamic.
You do. You have to almost reestablish your relationship.
Yeah.
You do, and you find out different things that you like to do, and you still have your own lives separate and apart. You have your life as a couple. You have your life individually, and so I think that's a big part of it. And you start also exploring new things to do. We don't come from families that have guns, but we took a concealed carry permit class with a friend of ours, so we went out shooting, and I think we're probably going to end up shooting a lot, at least once a month. We don't play golf, but we've talked about it's so beautiful in the evenings. Maybe we can go out and play golf one night a week and do stuff. And so it's just kind of there's things that we do. We have a morning ritual. My wife's I've been meditating for several years in the morning, and my wife.
Meditating, how healthy for you.
Yeah, and my wife started about several months ago, so she meditates in the morning, and we have things that we want to do. Some of them are individually, and some of them are as a couple, and then because we have very active careers, there are times that she's primary in terms of needing the focus on her, and there are times that I'm primary, and there's times that we're primary as a couple.
Yeah. And it sounds all super exciting though. You know what I mean? You're learning new hobbies and you're doing new things together. It's almost like you're starting a whole new relationship. Well, you are a whole new relationship together, right?
Yeah. It's a different level of life. And this goes to a thing that I've said many a time. There is no such thing as status quo.
Right.
Yeah.
You are either getting better or you're getting worse. But there's no such thing as status quo.
Well, you can't. Things change. You grow. You change.
Yeah, you're either getting better or you're getting worse.
I think that's important. How long have you been married?
We're going on 28 years.
28 years.
Cute.
Aww, well, congratulations. That's a huge amount.
Yeah.
No, it's been, I mean, I love talking.
It's been real.
When you reached out to us, we loved the idea of speaking to someone, obviously in a different age bracket, and you're male as well, because we had a guest on not long ago of a gentleman who's, how old is he? He's more my age, isn't he?
Yeah, he's late 30s.
Yeah.
Early 40s, yeah.
But it's easy to obviously just have the perspective of your own age group. But it's good to talk to somebody who's a bit older and
wiser.
I'm wiser than you.
Well, I don't know if I'm wiser, but yeah, and obviously I could be your dad.
Yeah.
And what a fun dad you would be.
I know. I'm totally jealous of your daughters. They must have a blast when they were home.
You couldn't be Lindsay's dad. She's too old.
Yeah. No. Yes. Actually, I could be easily. Tomorrow I turn 68.
Oh, it's your birthday!
Wow.
My dad just turned 67. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh no, wait, maybe 68. So yeah, you are. Oh, hi, Ronnie.
Well, actually, and in Australia, it's already your birthday.
Yeah.
So happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
God, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
So what are you doing to celebrate This is so exciting.
My wife and I are very functional. We have a lot of shit to do tomorrow, which will be my official birthday, and then we're having some people over for dinner on Friday, and so that's not going to work. So we're going to celebrate my birthday on Saturday.
Okay, yeah.
We're not so tied into the actual date of stuff,
right?
So we're actually more tied into making sure that we acknowledge at some point.
Event. That's
we
it.
did the same thing with our wedding anniversary.
Oh, nice.
So we, I don't know if you guys have a thing called Thanksgiving Day in Australia.
They don't, but because I'm Canadian, I'm having Thanksgiving dinner on Monday night because obviously Canadians, we have different things.
Oh, that's right. You have a different, So my wife and I got married in the States. We got married on the Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Oh, right.
And this is actually the first time in many years. I'm not sure when it happens, but we never worried about what the actual date of our anniversary was. We always celebrate our anniversary the Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Oh, right.
That's nice.
Which works out a lot better.
Yeah, you can remember. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but not only that, but I mean, in terms of like, you don't have all the stuff going on Thanksgiving. So we always celebrate the Saturday after Thanksgiving, whatever that happened to be.
So that's right by Christmas then too. So you have like Thanksgiving, wedding anniversary, Christmas all.
And then another 4 weeks for Thanksgiving for Christmas.
Yeah. Well, we hope you have some wonderful birthday celebrations on Saturday.
We will. We're looking forward to it. Yeah.
So exciting.
Yeah, and thank you so much. I guess we're going to wrap it up. Rappity wrap.
All right.
That's it.
Normally Billy goes into
I go through a little,
horrible singing spiel that I absolutely hate.
She hates me singing. I don't understand why.
It annoys crap to me.
But that's okay. You don't have to listen to that bit.
Now you mention it. I got to hear it.
Okay, this is our theme song, okay? I count us in.
So
I go, a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Tin, 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 and then we get the music cued in.
And look, Orest has probably turned his volume down.
No, he hasn't. Look at him. He's listening so he can sing it with me again.
No.
See that?
Okay, how's it go? Tin, 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 tin.
Look at him. He's
You're a fast learner, Orest. Oh my God.
Welcome to Wine Chats officially.
Right,
You're officially a wine chatter.
A wine chatter. Good.
Right? You're a wine chatter. So thank you for being with us, wine chatter.
Yeah.
My pleasure. And it's been a pleasure chatting with you guys. I didn't know where we were going to go, but I knew it was going to be interesting.
And we never really know where we're going to end up going either in our conversation. So
yeah.
But give our listeners a shout out to how to find you on the socials.
Yeah,
where can they go?
Give yourself a plug.
So my podcast, Old Guy Talks to Me.com is where you'll find my podcast, which will have lots of stuff to help you create that kick-ass life that you want for yourself and those that you love. And I have a blog at Old Guy Talks, and you can find me on Facebook at Old Guy Talks.
Yeah.
Where is that? Am I on Twitter? I don't know. I don't do too much Twitter. My Facebook
We just say
account.
Google us. Google Old Guy Talks to Me and
Old Guy Talks to Me.com.
So you're very informative. And if you listen, I scroll through all your podcast episodes. So you release a podcast every week, it looks like, right?
Yeah.
Is that correct? Yeah. For the listeners, you should really go and listen to his podcast because the topics and the guests that you have are really freaking amazing.
And especially if your junk doesn't work. So you should
seriously.
Or if you know of someone whose junk does not work.
Yeah.
Well, from your statistics, there's a bunch of us out there who are listening right now whose junk don't work. So don't be embarrassed. It's totally normal. It happens to a lot of people, and there are ways to help you. So
check out Orest.
Go check out Orest. Subscribe to him and follow his blog, and you will be right as rain. Literally.
Literally?
Well, right as rain because.
Oh. I'm like, what?
No. No one?
Oh, no one.
Somebody out there got that.
No one did, Billy.
Rappity rap, Bill.
Rappity rap. Thank you so very much, everybody who joined us for that hilarious talk with Orest. We had a great time interviewing him, and we hope that you enjoyed listening. So
Amazing.
please, you know where to find him. He's given us socials. If you want to find us, Google us, yo. Wine Chats.
Wow.
Wine Chats Podcast, Wine Chats with Bildo and Lindalin. We're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok.
Oh, yes, TikTok. Oh, God. I think your mind's blown from all that information Orest
completely
has
blown.
like filled into our brains.
Oh, fizzling away.
I need to go make notes.
Right.
So I can read back on them.
Absolutely. This is why it's so good that we recorded that.
Oh, right. Fuck the notes. Tom, make sure you have this, readily available.
Ready when we need it. So find us, review us, subscribe. We love you. Thank you.
And check out Orest.
Check out Orest. That was awesome. And we're so glad we had an opportunity to have him on.
Yeah,
so
for sure. Thank you, Orest.
Thanks, Orest. And
you.
peace out. Love you guys. Let's do it.
I was saying love you to Orest.
Well,
But
that's kind of weird. He's married. Okay. Let's do it. A one, two, three, four.
When is it going to stop, Billy? Why? Can you just not have like dementia for one day? Oh, God.
Tom, hit the music.